My name is Dr. Richard Abbey, and I'm in Palo Alto, California, right across the street from Stanford. And I just want to put a message out there to everybody who has a child with ADHD. It can be very confusing, diagnosis, not sure what to do. What are the causes? What do we do about it? I've got some really, really good news for you. There's no mystery. The thing about it is that all it is there's certain parts of the brain in your child that didn't develop at the same rate as the other ones did. It's that simple. You can look at those areas of the brain and come up with strategies to accelerate and make them mature faster to catch them up to the ones that are already optimized. And if you do that, you build those brain muscles, then their symptoms reduce. And they do extremely good. They can live their life without the barriers with ADHD. They go away. And it's not magic. It's like, going to a gym. There might be 30, different things you can do in the gym, and you need a trainer to show you what to do. You're not 95 years old and everybody does a clean and jerk. There's different things you can do. Maybe you are 95 and you go in the pool and you exercise that way. And if you're 3, you go to my gym and you play gym things and you exercise. It's the same thing with the brain. You got to go to an expert and find out what are those things that could help. This is in the brain, and I'm telling you it is clear. There's thousands and thousands of research articles written on this. So clearly it's there. What do we do about it? We build the brain muscles and make it stronger. We use modern technology. You can do that now. Wherever you go, you can use modern technology to do that. There's other things that don't involve any technology at all to make your child's brain stronger in those areas that are weak. And if we just face the facts and we know that, and we can make a plan to do that, then we're going to do much better. There's a book that I wrote, Untapped Potential. I'm going to put a link below. It's free. I want people to know exactly what they can do. And some of the stuff is free. You can just actually do some of this stuff tonight, tomorrow, throughout the week, and strengthen those brains with modern technology. So I hope this goes out there. I hope it gives some people hope out there. We've worked with hundreds and even thousands of clients building their brains. And what happens? Well, it takes a little while. It's kind of like going to the gym. Like everyone's going to get in shape. And you got to just not only sign up for the gym, but you got to show up and work out the muscles. And you got to stretch them and make them grow. And over a series of several months, you start to see that happen. And when your child can focus and, plan, organize, have a neat bag, turn in all their homework, not make careless mistakes and show what they can really do, read the book chapter and enjoy it for, 20, 30 minutes. Maybe that turns into an hour or two. And they comprehend what they read and they really enjoy the reading process. It's like, oh yeah, wow. They could really do that all along. It wasn't a reading problem. It was just a problem of attentional control on things that maybe they didn't find very interesting because it was too hard to pay attention. But now that same book is really interesting to them because it's not so hard to focus. That's all it is. It's really not that hard. I don't want to minimize the problems it causes, but the solution, medication, if you look at the long-term outcome studies for medication, there's a multi-site study throughout the country, and they looked at the 30-year outcome. So people who started medication at a relatively young age, 8, 10, 12, and took the medication for 30 years were compared to people who did not take any medication, and the outcomes were exactly the same. In fact, they found that most people take medication for about 18 months. And when you do take medication, there's nothing wrong with that. That can be very helpful. But the problem is once you stop taking the medication, your brain goes exactly back to the way it was before. And so if we send our kids out into the world when they're going to college or even later in life, you get phone calls like I did today of a distraught mother that can't help her now adult child. There's nothing she can do. He's not going to let her help him. So the opportunities are there when they're young. pretty rare when they're old. I'd say less than 1% of the people as an adult want to do something about it. They've accepted these things in life. So the time to do it, if you can, is when you first know about it. The sooner the better, and to do some of the things. So Untapped Potential, check it out. It's free. You can download it. Hopefully there's something, a nugget in there. There's so many things in there. I'd be surprised if people read it that they were like, oh, I never knew that thing. And I'm going to try that tomorrow. Everybody have a great weekend. And I'm going to put this on YouTube. So if you like it, subscribe to our channel. I'm going to be putting out a lot more videos to educate people about the real source, the real cause, the real solutions that we can all get involved in to help our kids do so much better.